In example 2, we're going to find the difference between 86 and 70. So I'm going to take 86 minus 70. Notice that's 16. What's the difference between 54 and 70? So if I go 54 minus 70, notice 54 is smaller, so it's negative. That'll be negative 16, won't it? So how different are 86 degrees and 70 degrees? Well, there's 16 degrees difference. How different are 54 degrees and 70 degrees? There, 16 degrees difference. So absolute value is about the blank of the differences. Absolute value, we don't care about the signs. So it's the magnitude. Or you think about the distance between those two numbers. So if I find the absolute value of 86 minus 70, I say, oh, 86 minus 70 is 16. I take the absolute value of 16, I get 16. If I do 54 minus 70, that'll be the absolute value of negative 16. How far is 16 from 0? Well, it's 16. They're both the same, aren't they? Absolute value does not mean opposite. It means the distance from 0. So how far is 16 away from 0? It's 16. So that's what I want you to remember when we're doing absolute value. It's the distance from 0. Now we're going to write a new model. Rather than just taking x minus 70, we're going to take the absolute value of x minus 70. So now, what's the predicted damage on a 100-degree day? Well, I'm going to do the absolute value of 100 minus 70. That's the absolute value of 30, which is 30. Now, what's the predicted damage on a 30-degree day? Well, I'm going to do the absolute value of 30 minus 70. I'm replacing x with 30. And that would be the absolute value of negative 40. And then, how far is negative 40 away from 0? Well, it means that it's 40 away. Now, let's look at the critical temperature of an index of 27. In other words, now I know my answer. The absolute value of x minus 70 equals 27. What I've just shown you then is what's inside this absolute value could be 27 or negative 27, because I can be below that too. So in other words, I make two cases is usually what we say. So we're going to say x minus 70. My pen's a little dirty here, or my screen's dirty, I don't know which one, equals 27. Or x minus 27, or x minus 70, sorry, equals negative 27. Because we can have a temperature above 70 or below 70. That would give me 27. So if I add 70, x could be 97 degrees. So 97 would be considered too hot. If I add 70 to both sides here, positive and negative, I subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. And 6 minus 2 is 4. So a temperature between 43 and 97 would be okay, but anything 97 degrees or hotter or 43 degrees or hotter would be not safe.